Hi, I'm Dr. Leo Stouter, and this is Anatomy on the Beach. Let's talk about the hand. Now the hand is going to be encompassing the wrist. So when we go most distal, we're going to be seeing that we have this wider bone called the radius. This is where the articulation with our wrist is going to be. The ulna doesn't participate in the articulation at the wrist. So when we look at the end or the distal part of the radius, we're going to be seeing that it's going to be articulating with the scaphoid and the lunate. So the wrist really is going to be three bones: the distal radius, the scaphoid, and the lunate bone. Now, when we look at the wrist, what we want to do is to have a system for naming the bones. First of all, we want to always go from lateral to medial. So as you remember, in the anatomical position, we have our thumb lateral. So we're going to be naming these from lateral to medial. We also want to be aware of the fact that there are 8 carpal bones. These 8 carpal bones are arranged in 2 rows of 4 bones each. So as we go from lateral to medial, we're going to be going from our proximal row, and then we're going to go next to our distal row. Our proximal row is going to be having the scaphoid, the lunate, and underneath, more posterior, is going to be the triquetral. On top of that bone is going to be the sesamoid bone called the pisiform. Then we're going to be going lateral again, and we're going to meet these 2 bones. These 2 bones are very, very similar. One's called the trapezium, the other one's called the trapezoid. So as we go most lateral, it's going to be the trapezium and trapezoid. Really, the only difference between the 2 words is the last letter, MD. And as you know, most MDs study anatomy. So we have the trapezium and the trapezoid. Others also say that we can picture that the thumb is hanging from a trapezoid, is hanging from a trapezium like a trapeze. We also then have the capitate, and most medially is going to be the hamate bone.